Danzo.
This time it's one of my other most hated anime characters.
Call him the fraud Kage
because they're just so dumb.
and I got every single receipt I need.
How does that help the leaf in any way or form?
Are you serious, my brother?
Got it in your sockets! Oh no, we ain't even done yet. Say that both Naruto and Sasuke lost their parents because of Danzo. Man,
Danzo is 100% the reason why the entire story happens the way it happened.
as I'm starting to think about it, 90% of the problems in Naruto always lead back to Danzo.
It does.
Finally time for this fraud to be exposed.
Here we're back again with another anime glazing that I need to rant about. This time it's one of my other most hated anime characters because they're just so dumb. Yay! It's CJ! DaChamp!
I'm doing what's best to protect the leaf. Yeah, bro. Let's see them receipts again. Where was he at when the Nine-Tails attacked the village?
Normie counter argument, Eren Yeager. I'll be honest, I haven't watched more of the Eren Yeager stuff, so I don't quite understand why he goes crazy, but from what I understand is his race is what is like prosecuted and used to build walls and stuff. So his crash out kind of makes sense. Not gonna lie. He's kind of exonerated a little bit. Because of like, oh, they just massively killed and exiled them away and stuff and knew that these people were like this and stuff and still let people stay in the dark and stuff. Yeah, no. He didn't really get bashed too much.
Nowhere to be found. Where was he at when Payn turned the entire village?
Yeah, Eren didn't know.
Crater.
He's
Nowhere
exonerated.
to be found.
Where
Was he at when a 15-year-old edgelord pulled up to a summit to run hands with him? Nowhere to be found. Cause his fraudulent ass was the first man out the room.
That's what's crazy. This guy's supposed to be like one of the strongest, most like smartest advisors. And like always like saying that we need to go to war and stuff. Yet when it comes time to fight, he's the first to frickin' flee.
He hit the dash because he knew he was gonna get belt to ass by a 15-year-old emo kid.
Well, it's not that he knew, that he was scared that he would. He was the biggest coward in anime at the time. I think there's like some that have potentially bigger cowardice moments, but this guy was always running or sacrificing other people to get away.
Hatred, a strong feeling of intense dislike or animosity.
I only have hatred for 2 anime characters. Well, 5. But these are 2 of them.
Towards someone or something.
How did you know I would rant about this man? Lock on.
This channel. From
How
a
did you
zesty
know?
vampire walking around in Louis Vuitton to a super ninja beefing with a rat and some turtles. And I mean, the list goes on. But today, we're flipping the script. Today, I didn't come to cover haters. Today, I came to hate. I came to spread negativity
He is the biggest fraud.
in this bitch. Cause I'ma keep it 100 with y'all. These past months, I've been in hell. From that bogus ass copyright strike to me damn near breaking my head.
I still don't think any anime review channel should ever get copyrighted strike because what they're doing is in essence freedom of speech. They're doing a critique. Ergo, you copyright striking them itself is against the law.
And then having to watch my football team be the worst team in the league for 2 fucking years straight.
You don't even need to worry about that. Panthers got you beat. or talk to my grandfather. His #1 favorite before he died was the Rams, and God bless them.
I am not.
I feel bad for them.
Hey. So, on this very fine, beautiful day, I'm deciding to put this anger to use. So I'm about to talk about an anime character that just quite honestly pisses me off. Now, originally, this video was going to...
This guy pisses me off a lot. She's one of the other ones. How do you know? But the Danzo pisses me off the most because he is the biggest fraud in anime, almost, I think. Just like based off of the few times you see him, it shows that he's a fraud.
Have multiple characters, but I've decided to save them
The other one!
for another time. Because
is he gonna
this
show the
one
last one?
character specifically just makes my blood boil to a point that I just had to make an exposure.
Nah, she's not the worst. Light's my worst. Danzo's like number 4. She's number 5 because honestly, I expected her to be a
Video on this nigga.
idiot,
And
but
that
she
character
later on in the series you see, she got what she deserved.
is none other than the fraud cock
She got eternal ridicule. That's what she got.
Danzo. So today we're gonna be going over every single one of Danzo's actions and why I hate this nigga. And I got every single receipt I need. So
Oh, so we're gonna do a lot of agreeing this time. I thought I was gonna do a lot of bashing on CJ. Because the light one, for those of you who haven't seen it, chat definitely has already seen it because we just watched it. Kind of felt like he was trying to glaze him. Oh, he's the best serial killer. No,
let's
not
get
even
this
smart.
fraud watch started. Danzo, the most hated man in the shinobi world. A man that is solely responsible for so much stupid shit that has happened.
He's quite literally the entire reason the whole story even happens. And you can't even... His excuse that it was all for the leaf is almost a lie. Because when you look back at it, you're like, but wait, all of these things you're doing kind of hurt the leaf almost entirely in the end. Like, on one side, yeah, you're helping, but on the other side, you're doing a lot of stupid crap that anyone that has half a brain can see hurts the leaf more than it helps the leaf. Like, the argument is there that a lot of it helps. But, like, you look at the downside of each decision he makes, and you're like, how did you not see this coming?
In the history of the hidden leaf. Now let me
His version of the leaf was corrupt and, like, tainted in every way.
just go ahead and say this
Super
right now,
narrow
because
vision.
this needs to be said because it's not an opinion, it is a fact. Danzo was a terrorist to Konoha, and not just Konoha, the entire shinobi world. And get this, he always be saying, I'm doing what's best to protect the leaf. As he proceeds to do the most inhumane, corrupt shit a character could ever do. Like, on the real, no funny shit. Everything that is wrong and corrupt about the hidden leaf is connected to this old raggedy ass bitch.
He's the entire reason half the village is corrupt. Because he is the one that's like part of the corruption. He allows it. Like the Ambu being like trained by him, that's kind of helpful. But he trains it to be almost a counter thesis to the village itself? Huh?
And like I said earlier, I got them receipts to prove it. So, receipt number 1. The manipulation of Hanzo in the Akatsuki. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is actually perfect that I'm making this video right now. Because the next roundtable trial...
Yeah, if he didn't sacrifice the Uchiha clan, potentially the Leaf Village would have been fine. Because they would have had the Uchihas. Like, you saw how strong Byakuya's clan was. If the Byakuya clan and the Uchiha clan had still been working together, village would have been fine.
Is the Payn trial. And this motherfucker Danzo is one of the main reasons to why Nagato crashed out and became Payn. So during the Third Shinobi World War, Danzo schemed up one of the most diabolical plans to take out the Akatsuki and also become Hokage all at once. Now this was back when the Akatsuki were not bad guys. They were just some freedom fighters trying to achieve peace. But Danzo was not fucking with these niggas at all because the word peace was not in this
Like, he couldn't conceive of peace.
man's vocabulary at all.
The only reason they were planning to riot is because of him. Like, if you look at the reasons behind half of their decisions that are antithesis to the leaf, it's because of something he did that caused them to be angry.
He thought that they would end up being a problem for the Hidden Leaf in the future.
Like, he instantly...
That ended up becoming true. But this future problem could have been completely avoided if Danzo wasn't a scheming, conniving, dirty-ass nigga.
Like, see? Already saying facts.
Now, this is what he did. He went to Hanzo of the Salamander and brought him a bunch of dead Ame Shinobi bodies and said the Akatsuki killed them. Then he went to the Akatsuki under a dumbass alias named Kanzo. Like, be for real, bro. You couldn't come up with a better name? Kanzo, you are the head of espionage in your village, and that's the best name you could
like, really?
Came up with as an alias? Oh my goodness, how did this guy get this job? So Danzo told them that Hanzo sent him and the Hidden Rain were ready to make peace negotiations. Now, here's the catch. The bodies that Danzo brought to Hanzo were not Ame Shinobi at all. They were dead root members that were disguised as hidden stone shinobi that Nagato killed. Oh, and do y'all want to know why these root members were disguised as stone shinobi? This motherfucker had these root members disguised as stone shinobi because he was trying to sabotage a peace treaty between the leaf and the stone.
How does that help the leaf? I'll wait for any people that want to defend him. How does that help the leaf in any way or form? Oh, we're trying to make a peace negotiations with one of our few enemies that are like very equal terms and stuff so far. And he ruins it.
Are you serious, my brother?
Like I said earlier, the word peace is not in this man's vocabulary. This nigga deadass said, for the future of the Hidden Leaf, peace must not exist with the Hidden Stone. So Danzo grabbed his own men's dead bodies, dressed them up in Ame armor, and said that the Akatsuki smoked yo niggas, and me and my bum-ass Ambu Root will help you spin back on these niggas if you help me become Hokage.
Lord have mercy.
So he basically slimed out the Akatsuki, which led to Konan getting captured, Yahiko booming himself, and Nagato crashing out, killing everyone except for Hanzo and Danzo. And let me add on to this. If Danzo never did this shit, then there's a good chance that the leaf may have not been turned into a crate.
Yeah. Realize that if they had been able to be peaceful with Hanzo, because that was what it was about to be. Not only would Hanzo probably not fight the leaf, the leaf would have been fine. We'd still have, we'd have still had the Uchiha clan. Sasuke wouldn't have gone rogue. Naruto would have been fine. He'd have probably still become the Hokage. Because of like how it'd probably have just taken either a little longer or a little shorter, just depending on how actual events go out. But like most likely he ends up being the Hokage anyways. Most likely still marries, Byaku's daughter, because Byaku is a pain in the ass. Like, he's still... Their clan always was kind of hard asses. And then, like, there's the whole thing where, like, Payn's whole thing wouldn't have happened. Because Payn wouldn't have crashed out and been all anti-villages completely kind of thing.
Her later on. But guess what? Payn wasn't the only character who ended up having a villain origin story because of Danzo's actions. Because another person who ended up getting a villain origin story because of
this man was Sasuke? Because yeah.
Kabuto. And what happened?
That's right. I forgot about Kabuto. It's like 3 really big ninjas in the war are because of him.
to Kabuto was another tragedy. So how this happened, Danzo went to an orphanage and gaslit this former Anbu agent turned nun, No, to go on a mission to the Hidden Stone and spy on them. And if she did it, he would stop sending money or any funding to the orphanage that she ran. And to make the matter even worse, Orochimaru's freaky ass is standing right behind him, and he tells her verbatim, "Take care that your children don't get snatched either. Children with no past or no family are worth something."
Don't get me started.
Yep. Another reason that Orochimaru should not be led 50 feet near a school. So this dude Danzo basically told her, "Bitch, get to work or I'ma make all these kids homeless and beg for spare change on the side of the road. And they better pray to God that Orochimaru doesn't find them before CPS does."
Nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit?
So she had no choice. She had to do it. Now, Kabuto was outside the whole time, and he was listening in on this. But Danzo knew this, and he decided, you know what, little nigga? You're an orphan with no past, so I'ma put your ass to use. So he recruits him into the Foundation and sends him to multiple different villages to spy on them and commit espionage. Now, here's when tragedy strikes. About 5 years later, Kabuto got exposed when he was spying on the stone. So when they were tracking him, a shinobi tried to come down and kill him, but Kabuto sliced him in the guts. But guess who was the shinobi he split down the middle? It was No. She was still on that long-ass mission Danzo sent her on 5 years ago. So when Kabuto went over to heal her and was panicking and telling her that he was sorry, she looked at him dead in the face and said, "Who are you?" And Kabuto was sick to his stomach. He didn't know what to think because his mother figure just tried to kill him and she didn't even recognize him. And the
Because he had been changed so much by all the espionage and stuff.
reason why she didn't recognize him was because Danzo
Oh yeah, don't get me started on the Boruto series. I won't watch it.
brainwashed her. Later on, Orochimaru
Like I said,
Emotional damage.
completely. Like you guys don't realize this, but like I think near the beginning of my streaming career, I still hadn't watched the Naruto Shippuden series, but I watched it completely hate the Boruto series because it stamps on every single thing both of the other stories wrote. Like there's only really one really big issue with the Naruto story itself, and that's at the end of it they kind of ruined the message of the first. That's really the only problem with it. Like they could easily fix that a little bit. But to be fair, he does kind of do exactly what his dream is. He comes up from nothing. He just happens to have a lot of chakra because of his mother. His father being a Hokage doesn't really mean much when you realize that because of all the like village superstition and stuff, there's almost no chance he becomes Hokage at all. There's like zero. Because Hokage is kind of a village role. And the village has to like vote you into that role. So there was no way just because you're the father of the guy that saved our village. You house a demon. Still never going to become, you're going to be an outcast. Pretty much all of the Jinchuriki become outcasts of their villages around the time. So there was no chance he ever becomes something. But through sheer determination, because he was terrible at all types of ninjutsu. It's just that with how much chakra he had, it was hard to do the smaller jutsu as a kid. Like, he still fulfills the story's, like, clear message of coming up from the bottom, like, despite your hardships and stuff. Like, yeah, the story's kind of tainted by the fact that his parents were so great, but that doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of the message. Whereas Boruto just, like, nah, this story sucks. Let's stamp on it, throw some dirt on it, and say, here's the new main character. He doesn't have to try to do anything. Oh, he could just use a little gauntlet that sends out people's ninjutsu. He doesn't have to train for it. Yay! He's not even a Nepo baby. Because when you look at... Because if he was a Nepo baby, his parents would still be alive and, like, training him and stuff. That would have been nepotism. But he's literally at the bottom. He technically should go to jail for what he does in the first few episodes. The only reason he doesn't is because, one, his teacher is one of the people that finds him. And his teacher notices that all he was trying to do was impress people. He doesn't hurt anyone. He's tricked into doing the bad thing by a spy. So they realize that it's not really his fault at all. Was he a little dumb? Yeah, but we've kind of treated him like crap, so it's no surprise. And then he's finally succeeded in doing a more advanced version of the spell he's really bad at. The ninjutsu he's really bad at. And it's his teacher's prerogative to allow him to pass. That's why everyone loves Aruka. Because Aruka didn't have to pass it. But Aruka saw that Naruto just wanted to prove to people that he could be a good person. Like, everyone thought he'd gone rogue. No, he was just tricked into doing something really stupid, not realizing it, but doing it all just to impress them. Kind of cool.
Haru told this man Kabuto that Danzo revealed to Nono that the reason why Kabuto left the orphanage was because he wanted to bring money in for the orphanage. However, Nono wanted to free Kabuto from the foundation so he could have a regular normal life. So Danzo decided, you know what? Both of you niggas gotta go. So over the years, Danzo fed Nono false images of Kabuto growing up so that over time, she would not be able to recognize what he would actually look like. So when she was...
I completely forgot about this. She was gaslit into not knowing who her own, like, basically adopted son was.
Completely brainwashed and thought Kabuto was an entirely different person, he ordered her to assassinate the real Kabuto because Danzo told her that he was a double agent and he had to be eliminated. So Danzo essentially set both of them up to kill each other because they were loose ends that knew too much and he needed them out of here. So this evil bastard basically made a son kill his mother, causing another character to get a villain origin story.
And literally set them up to be anti-Leaf. The entire reason he hates the Leaf is they allowed this guy to run their police. I don't see why he crashes. If you don't see why he crashes out, you gotta be blind.
Now let's continue going down this list of atrocities. Receipt 3. He was working with this nigga Orochimaru. Now, right off.
Apparently, some of Boruto gets better after the middle, but it's already ruined in my opinion. Like, I love that the original creator came back and tried to fix the story, but what the damage was done. They should have just completely rewritten it.
Off the bat, that should turn your head. We all know how evil this freaky ass nigga is. So what was Danzo doing with him? Boy, let me tell you, they were kidnapping innocent people and injecting them with Hashirama cells. And when they realized that it wasn't working, they started to kidnap kids and put them in test tubes. And remember, he said all this is for the protection of the Leaf as
he's trying to create another Hashirama, which those of you who have never watched Naruto, Hashirama was one of the first like head of the village. And the reason he was so strong is he had a nature genjutsu. Basically, he's able to create buildings and like fortresses and stuff with just like using his Kekkei Genkai. Kekkei Genkai being his special like it's because of my blood and how my DNA works that this works, kind of thing. Answer the calls. No, Slime. Are you gonna crash out over Naruto?
Hello?
Are you about to crash out over Naruto?
Why the fuck would I care about Naruto? Why the fuck, huh?
I'm doing the Naruto anime react.
Huh? Chat, what the fuck? Why the fuck does Boka think I'm gonna care about Naruto?
Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because of what you DM'd me yesterday.
Let me finish this and then we can talk about it.
I mean, it's just gonna be real quick because I'm gonna go do my own thing.
No, that was mainly.
How you doing, Flamu?
Well, just, you know.
Grinding.
Wind and you won't play games after I'm done?
I mean, I don't know what to do today, so I guess I'm down for it.
Okay.
I guess we could just vibe for the meantime.
Okay. Well, let me finish my anime rants for today.
Yeah, you mean your constant rants
Well,
every day?
Somehow Walk-On already knew one of my most hated anime characters, but this is one of my other ones. I don't know how he figured this one out.
Huh?
Because I don't really mention Naruto at all.
Yeah? Who was your most hated?
Danzo.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's the Anbu guy that's like head of the Anbu. That's quite really the reason a lot of the bad stuff happens in the Naruto universe.
Who that is.
Did you watch Naruto at all?
I watched some of it, but I can tell you right now, I'm
You don't really see Danzo until like later on, so that's probably why.
I can tell you right now, it's just because it's the same spot as One Piece is for me. I am at least interested into it.
Well, the thing about Naruto is if you remove the filler, it's actually way shorter than you think it is. It's like I think it's like 300 episodes max.
That's the same with Bleach.
No.
Remove the fucking bounce
Yeah, same with Bleach, but One Piece is a bit different in that it only has a few episodes each of its filler arcs and stuff, and they're so like far and in between. It's overblown how much they have filler, and then the funniest part is the main criticism is it's too long. It's the only balance. It is not very long, seriously.
I was gonna say, what do you mean? It's literally, its whole first season is like, what, 1,100 episodes?
That's a joke that started because they decided to make it a seasonal anime.
Regardless, it's
I'm telling you
episodes.
why they're doing that, right?
No, you're not telling me.
The reason they're doing that is because they want to try to establish the new art style, because they're already remaking it, cutting out the filler, trimming it down, and like making it like fully more of the manga than like anime only kind of thing. Like they're cutting the really long segments and recaps. That's just the episodes. So you're gonna get more of the manga in the anime, and you're gonna get less exposition and less filler, like no filler actually. But they want to establish the art design, so people won't get like put off by these suddenly new art design. So season 2 is gonna be one insane. 2 is gonna be way more than manga. So it probably gets a lot of seasons, because it's gonna be way more than manga. But also it'll be the new art design. So like if they were saying, hey, you know how we're making the anime like to be better for everyone. And like easy to get into, well, we're doing that, but we have a new art design. So we want you to get used to it before we actually do the full grand remake of it. We'll tell you the first season fully remade.
I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Ash.
Go back to Ash. Tell hi. Say hi.
Yeah.
Blech. Oh, God damn it. I love that. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. What? Oh, come back. What did I drop? What drop? I didn't drop anything. Come on, easy. I'm gonna go back. Ah! Sorry. All right, I'm back. All right, let's finish this up. And we're back.
Seeds to have innocent civilians of the leaf captured, experimented experimented on, and murdered. And we all know there was only one kid that survived this shit, and that was Yamato. He had to watch everybody else die because Orochimaru and Danzo abandoned the project. So when Danzo came back and found him, he decided, you know what, little nigga? I'm about to make you my star pupil. So Danzo personally trained this man over the years and thought of him as his little successful lab rat. Now,
I still think Danzo was an absolute, like, atomic level evil person for doing this.
now moving on. Receipt 4 is beef with Hiruzen. Now, I'ma have
I like OG Dragon Ball the way it is, though. Like, better animation can only do so much. Sometimes the old animation helps an anime.
to get this off my chest before we go in.
Also, the only way what that would work is if Japan does it now. Because Japan's come out recently saying, hey, all the tourists in the anime community, we're not making the anime for you. This is for Japan. So guess what? We're not making it based on your views of the world. We're making it based on what people in Japan find entertaining.
Further, I do not fuck with the third Hokage at all. This old nigga pissed me off on multiple occasions.
This guy is... like, I want to like him. Yeah, that's the other problem. Half of them don't even actually watch the anime. Like, watching it at two times speed is diabolically, like, unfaithful to the anime. Because some anime need their pacing to be paced. You skipping around and just... or you hearing about something in the manga and you're not liking it, that doesn't matter. That's its story, not your story. You didn't write it, did you? No?
But you know what? Let me get the main one out the way first. Minato and Kushina gave this nigga one job.
One job! One job! That's the only reason I can't like him. He had one job. Him helping the job actually come to fruition at the end means nothing. Means nothing. Because he failed the exact rule he was given. Atsuma the water and stretch. I will.
Please take care of the child. And this old nigga looked at her dead in the face and lied like a motherfucker. Of course, you don't need to worry. You old raggedy bitch.
You gave him a house. And that's it. That's not taking care of him.
Emotional
Exactly.
damage.
Exactly. No wonder Naruto hates the old man.
No. What kills me, he really said, I take full responsibility. Then proceeded to throw Naruto in a rundown, nasty-ass, dirty-ass shack of an apartment. Nigga had the son of the 4th Hokage living in the fucking trenches. And the only thing that he could afford to eat was ramen and spoiled fucking milk. Oh my God, not gonna lie, I gotta...
Well, to be fair, he could afford good milk, just milk that was about to expire.
It's over 9,000!
Yes.
Stop myself right now, because this video could easily turn into me hating on Hiruzen instead of Danzo.
Yeah, these two are kind of cut from almost the same cloth. This one's just slightly cleaner. I say slightly. This is pitch black. This is like light gray. Although if you take into account his one promise to someone that mattered, making his sheet black, is, you gotta take that into account.
So let me get back on track.
Like, he earned himself back to light gray at the end of the series. Yeah, dirty, damp cloth. Whereas Danzo is quite literally, did you get that out of the trash? That's how dirty it is.
Danzo, without a doubt, was the 3rd Hokage's biggest...
Yeah, pitch black versus dirty, damp.
opposition. Even though they
And to be fair, that Hokage earns himself back to Dirty Damp. Like, you like him, but begrudgingly so. Like, he kind of deserves redemption. Danzo does not.
to be childhood friends and rivals, but everything changed the night when Tobirama named Hiruzen third Hokage. Because back in the first Shinobi World War, Danzo and Hiruzen were surrounded by a bunch of hidden cloud ninja, along with Tobirama, them two crusty ass elders, who for some reason are still alive in Boruto. Why are they not dead? And then Shushui's granddad, who, if I was him, if I knew what this nigga was gonna do to my grandson in the future, I'll boom this nigga right now. But anyways, they needed somebody to sacrifice themselves so they could all get away. So Hiruzen decided to step up and do it because
That's one of the reasons he earns his Dirty Damp cloth. Is he's literally the first one to say, I'll sacrifice myself. Because that truly is for the leaf. You're willing to sacrifice yourself for the leader of your village and everyone else with no thought of making it out alive. Because, like, as far as they knew, that person dies. Absolutely.
Danzo was too pussy. And the whole time, Tobirama was actually testing them to see who he was gonna make third Hokage. And since Hiruzen stepped up, he got named third Hokage. And Danzo got pissed off, jealous, and grew a massive hate boner for the nigga. And he was always plotting in the shadows to somehow usurp Hiruzen and become Hokage. And man, Danzo tried. He really
Like, say you didn't learn anything from your previous Hokage without saying it. Danzo is the paper it was written on.
did try. I mean, we already talked about when he didn't want any type of peace with the hidden stone because Danzo was a fucking warmonger. He was in one of the war to be over. But Danzo was like, nah, f that nigga. You know peace isn't in my vocabulary. And Danzo pressed him so much, Hiruzen decided, you know what? Fine, nigga. I take full responsibility for this war, so I'ma step down as Hokage. Now, when they were having the meeting to pick who the fourth Hokage was gonna be, Danzo threw out one of the craziest names possible. This nigga said, I recommend Orochimaru. This nigga tried to have Orochimaru as
Emotional damage.
Exactly. Like, what? He was known as abducting kids, and you want him to be the leader?
Hokage. Oh, nah, son. Now, the reason why he wanted Orochimaru as Hokage was because these boys were obviously working together. So if Orochimaru was Hokage, Danzo was also Hokage. But thank God that Hiruzen actually had a brain, because he was like, oh, hell no, there's something wrong with that nigga. Nigga, the fuck you mean by that? I can't put my tongue on it yet, but I'm telling you right now, something is wrong with that freaky ass nigga. I recommend Minato Namikaze. Nigga, who? Oh, don't act like you didn't hear me, nigga. Oh, hell no, I object. So the whole room decided, yeah, you know what? This nigga Danzo's tweaking. So Minato got named Hokage, and literally like a year later, Orochimaru got exposed for doing all that crazy shit. And the only reason Danzo didn't go down with him was because he wiped his hands clean and cut ties with him right before he got exposed. But Danzo was not done trying to one-up Hiruzen, because one day he decided, why don't I just try to assassinate this nigga? So that's what he did. He tried to assassinate Hiruzen. Man sent out an entire squad of root members to assassinate the Hokage. Nigga, that is treason.
That's quite literally treason.
Now they failed because Hiruzen knew Danzo was gonna try this eventually, because Kakashi leaked everything to him. So he sent Kakashi as a decoy, and Danzo, thinking that they just got the job done, was sitting back in the Hokage's chair chilling until he heard, huh? Nigga, if you don't get your raggedy ass out my chair. And look at this man's face, bro. This motherfucker then got caught red-handed in 4K Ultra HD, and he should be getting 50 to life.
He should be.
With no
The only reason they don't is he's kind of necessary at that particular moment. They plan on getting rid of him later.
role. But this soft-ass nigga Hiruzen decided to let him walk. Like, excuse
he probably doesn't realize this. CG doesn't realize this, but the whole reason Man's allowed to keep walking is he is the literal leader of their spy division. They can't just remove him without a plan. They don't really have a plan right now. But he's like, he feels like having Danzo there will keep him sharp. Because that guy's always trying to take my position. It'll keep me at my game and make me useful for the village because I will always be sharp. And when I'm no longer sharp, I'm obviously no longer useful. Because I'm not being the best for my village. That's the entire reason Danzo gets to stick around.
Nigga? He just tried to assassinate you, and you're not just any regular person. You're the Hokage! You can't let bullshit like that slide. Even
Like, should he have punished him somehow? Yes.
Danzo was shook. He knows he should be getting locked up. Hell, fuck getting locked up. He should be executed. And then Hiruzen had the nerve to say, but in exchange, he must do all that's in his power for the sake of the Hidden Leaf Village. Oh man, great job, Hiruzen. Dude really let this grimy ass nigga walk, knowing that he's gonna do some more bullshit in the future. Talking about protect the leaf. Protect the leaf my ass, nigga. See, me personally.
The reason he lets him go also is because he thinks Danzo's only doing this because he thinks it's best for the leaf. And he thinks that's the worst that Sky will try to do is kill him.
If I was Hokage in this situation, I'm doing Danzo just like they did Shorty and Akame got killed. Head on a pike for display. Oh my
I didn't need to hear about Kame Like Kill. That's one of my most hated anime.
goodness. Moving on, man. Receipt 5. The mistreatment of the Uchihas. Now this man Danzo was
The entire clan is killed because this man is power hungry.
just like Toby Rob. He didn't like them damn Uchihas not one bit. A good Uchiha is a dead Uchiha to these boys. No, but on the real though, Danzo treated the Uchihas like straight garbage.
And he's the reason they start having the issues with
Did
the
not
entire
trust
league.
them one bit. And the perfect example for this is when the Ninetales attacked the village. Now the Uchihas could have dealt with this situation because their Sharingans could have stopped the Ninetales. But this raggedy bastard Danzo went to Hiruzen and said, now Hiruzen, you best make sure them red-eyed dirty ass Uchiha some bitches ain't out there. Nigga, what you mean? They could tame the Ninetales. Oh please, do you really trust a Genjutsu wielding Uchiha some bitch? I mean, you remember that heathen Madara? That damn red-eyed thug. He controlled.
Quite literally label an entire clan based off one crazy person. And that's what I stand with huge issues to. You're the reason they're not looked on favorably.
Oh, that big furry some bitch and tried to destroy the whole village. You can never trust Uchiha. So Hiruzen decided to listen to this. And they
It's not really that he decided to listen. He was like, I'm not going to win this argument. It might cause more issues than, like, help if I go along with using them.
ended up making them guard the civilians when they should have been on the front lines.
He makes them guard the civilians because he knows if it does get that far, we need them. Absolutely. It's a good place to use them. Not the best place. They should have been on the front lines, but them being there ensures that the citizens will be safe.
And if the Uchiha were actually able to help, there is a high, and I mean high probability of Naruto not becoming an orphan. And
Yeah. The actual Hokage and his wife wouldn't be dead. Because they wouldn't have had to use cursed jutsu and stuff to stop it. Because they would have had one of the most powerful genjutsu locking the guy down.
living a life with his parents. So you can technically say that the reason why Naruto was an orphan was because of Danzo. But this was just a beginning of Danzo mistreating the Uchihas, because after the Ninetales attacked the village, the elders got suspicious of the Uchihas. So Danzo and the elders decided to move the Uchihas all the way out to the edge of the village and have them surveyed 24/7 to make sure they weren't doing anything fishy. But all this ended up doing was just pissing the Uchihas off even more. And when tensions kept on
You segregated them. to a worse part of the village based off nothing.
Rising, the Uchihas just ended up deciding to stage a coup because they were tired of getting mistreated. So to try to stop this,
Like, he pushed it to that point. And it's no wonder they started, like, thinking it, because they were like, if this keeps going on, we're going to be outcasted. We're part of the league too. We shouldn't be outcasted. So obviously we need someone in charge.
coup, Chisui was going to use his Koru Masukami on Fugaku so he could stop the coup d'etat plans from happening. Hiruzen himself signed off on this plan because this would involve no bloodshed. But this bastard Danzo
Lied about his plan.
had other plans in mind. Danzo didn't think this would work at all, so he decided to call Shisui for a one-on-one meeting. So when Shisui pulled up on Danzo, Danzo looked at bro and started talking to him like, you know, Shisui, I really thought you was one of them good ones. But then I remembered what Tobirama told me a long time ago, and that was to never, ever trust a dirty, red-eyed, genjutsu-wielding Uchiha some bitch! Give me your eyes, nigga! So Danzo beat the brakes off of Shisui, Michael Jordan his head, then ripped his Sharingan right out of his socket. And Danzo's greedy ass wasn't even done yet, cause he wanted the other one too. But Shisui ended up escaping, but Danzo ended up putting a 5-star wonder level on bro's head. So after Danzo jacked bro's eyeball, Chisui went to Itachi, and he was like, Itachi, I can't do this shit no more, twin. This motherfucker Danzo took my manhood, my Sharingan. I'd rather the nigga take my balls, but my Sharingan, nigga? I can't do this no more, twin. Wait, bro, what are you doing? Don't stop me, nigga. Just let me fall. So Shisui ended up booming himself because of Danzo. Now we move in to receipt 6, which is without a doubt the worst thing that Danzo ever did, making Itachi boom his whole clan. You see, after he ripped Shusui's Sharingan out of his eye socket so he couldn't use Kodo Masukami on the Uchihas, he decided to fulfill him and Tobirama's dream, the Zero Uchihas plan. Shouts out Zamasu for that dumbass name I just came up with. So he called Itachi and gave him 2 options: align with the Uchiha and launch the coup d'etat, and be slaughtered along with your family.
Which arguably the Uchiha would have won.
Or side with the Leaf, and before they attempt a coup d'etat, eliminate every Uchiha except your younger brother.
Kind of forces him into it.
What was he supposed to do here? He had this nigga Itachi playing a whole choice-based game, and whatever option he chose right here was gonna determine the ending of the entire game. So Itachi ended up going with booming his whole clan and saving his brother. So Itachi,
because he loved his brother, and not that you kind of love. He couldn't hurt his brother because that's how much he mean to him as family.
along with Obito. Still kind of crazy that Obito helped the nigga do it, but these two boomed all of the Uchihas in a night. Every last one of them except for Sasuke. Parents boomed him out of there. His shorty boomed her out of there. So after Itachi dropped everybody off, Danzo did the most infuriating shit.
Stole all their eyes.
After the massacre was over and everybody was wondering who did this, Danzo came out and said it was Itachi. Itachi Uchiha despised his clan. That is why he killed Shisui and took his eyes and caused infighting among his brethren. And then finally, he caused this atrocity.
Forced him to do it, then told everyone that he did it of his own volition.
Nigga, this is the most infuriating son of a bitch in this entire fucking show. This
He is.
rat decided to frame a 14-year-old of him booming his entire clan, which he orchestrated, then said that he was the one who took Shisui's eyes. Like, you already raggedy bitch. Bro is lying on a 14-year-old's name when all you gotta do is take off that nasty-ass, musty-ass, stank-ass patch on your fucking face. Talking about he stole his ass. Bitch, you got it in your socket. Oh no, and we ain't even done yet. Then this motherfucker walks up to Chiru-san's old ass, talking about this settles everything. Like there wasn't a plan earlier that would have settled everything with no bloodshed.
Literally had the plan that would have worked.
Old ass dumb fuck. And then what he says right here is just absolutely mind-boggling. Chiru-san said, what does this settle? Don't you see the huge problem that we're left with? And Danzo told this man straight to his face, I consider it very minor.
Literally lost one of the biggest power, like, reasons your village is one of the top villages in a night. The Uchihas are literally like the strongest people in the Leaf.
An entire clan.
Because of their clan, like, Kekkei
wiped out, and bro's talking like, oh, this is just a minor problem. Like, bro, what? So Chiru-san finally had the balls to say, Danzo, I cannot allow you to act on your authority any longer. You're relieved of your duties. Get your bitch ass out my sight. Happy unemployment, fuck nigga. This should have been done a long time ago. All the way back when he first tried to assassinate Chiru-san. Like, it took the level of seeing something like this for his old ass to.
Well, it took the level of seeing this for him to realize, oh, his vision doesn't just stop at being the leader because he thinks he's the best for it. It doesn't stop at all. He wants to kill everything he seems as unnecessary. Oh, I can't let him keep doing this.
Finally fire him. Like, come on, bro. We should have done this a long time ago. And the icing on the cake to celebrate Danzo's unemployment, Itachi pulled back up on bro and told him to his face, just so you know, I heard all that bullshit that just came out of your mouth. But let me tell you this, if you ever lay a hand on my little brother, I will gut you and expose your fraudulent ass for the entire world to see. Keep your head on a swivel, old bitch. So at the end of the day, you can technically say that both Naruto and Sasuke lost their parents because of Danzo. Man.
Danzo is 100% the reason why the entire story happens the way it happens.
And this guy loves ruining childhoods. Speaking about that,
he wants to kill all the children.
Seat 7. This old nigga is the person that leaked to the entire village that Naruto was the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki.
He's literally the reason Naruto is vilified. Because that was one of the other promises that the third Hokage made. Was, hey, please don't let anyone know that he's got the tailed fox in him. Because all the other Jinchuriki are hated in their villages.
You what?
Yep. If you didn't think this old bastard couldn't be any more of an asshole, then man, let me tell you. Now, I'm pretty sure the anime doesn't even touch on this, but if you go and read those Itachi light novels, it basically kind of alludes and tells you that this nigga did it. Now, you see, Naruto wasn't always hated as a child, and it could have stayed that way. But Danzo decided to leak to the public that Naruto was a Nine-Tails Jinchuriki and basically use him as a scapegoat. So everybody in the village could focus their hatred on him, a literal toddler. So this ended up making all the villagers paranoid and scared of Naruto, leading to him being treated like shit and isolated as a child.
I don't think so, but okay. That's a weird thing to ask me.
So yeah, not only are his parents dead because of Danzo, but also everybody in the village hated the nigga because of Danzo. You know, as I'm starting to think about it, 90% of the problems in Naruto always lead back to Danzo.
It does. I'm glad other people are starting to notice. That's just 100% the reason all the bad stuff happens in the show. Well, 90% is probably more fair, accurate representation, but he's a big, huge chunk.
Receipt 8, trying to usurp Tsunade. Now, during the Payn assault,
which is where I started hating him,
Danzo decided to commit his favorite crime, treason. You see, He saw Payn's attack on the leaf as an opportunity to make Tsunade look bad and somehow become Hokage while doing it. So this is what he did. First, after Tsunade was done cooking these old dumbass geezers because they didn't believe in Naruto at all, after they all left the room, old frog nigga was about to go warn Naruto to come back to the village because Naruto was Konoha's #1 option. He was the best player on the team. But Danzo, frog nigga, because he didn't want Naruto to come back at all. This man was actively trying to throw the game for his own team. Deadass, if you want to realize.
Basically, what he did is, if you like basketball, like he showed, is the epitome of one of the, like, best players, like one of the support players, who gets the ball, giving it to the best player on the enemy team. What? Why? What? Huh? Why? I was like, no, he's evil.
A comparison to this is like having 2017, 2018 LeBron and refusing to play the nigga. Danzo wanted.
Yeah, basically. It's like refusing to use your best player for no reason, or just giving the enemy team its best player the ball.
Naruto to ride the bitch.
More accurate, the second one.
Whole team was getting dog walks by Payn. Then after he killed Frog Nigga, him and his goons decided to hide underground like some rats while Payn proceeded to turn the village into a fishbowl and ends up killing God knows how many people. And you know what's crazy? Even some of the root members were like, yo, shouldn't we be helping up topside right now? And this nigga was like, hell no, we ain't doing shit. This
literally, if the Anbu was up there, a lot of people, less people would have died. Because they are trained, very well trained ninja. They're some of the top ninja in the village. It's kind of the way you become an Anbu. Why aren't they up there?
spells the end of that old slug summoning. I want to let 20
Oh yeah, all the Obitu's plan would not have worked at all if it wasn't for Danzo.
forever, old as a bitch.
You're right about that.
But sir, what about the innocent civilians dying right now? Out of hell with them. They were a necessary sacrifice in order for me to become Hokage. And guys,
And there's your proof that he cares nothing about the village itself. He's deluded in the fact that he thinks he's doing it for the village. No, you're doing it for yourself. You're selfish and a coward.
remember, everything that this man does is supposed to be for the sake of the hidden leaf. So after the
So he sacrificed a ton of people from the leaf.
assault was over and the entire village was left in ruins, Tsunade was in a coma because she was putting in work trying to
She was
protect-
making sure people didn't die with her, the way her ninjutsu works is she's using her life force to heal everyone. That's why it's so potent of a heal. And it why it, like keeps some people from dying where they should have died is because it's like clawing them back from death, basically. Like they're not fully dead. They're at the inch from death, like 2 seconds away from dying. And her life force basically goes, adds more seconds to that, and then fully heals them from that.
the village like a true Hokage should. But since she was in a coma, the leaf needed a new active Hokage. And this is when this old ass rat finally got what he wanted all along. Danzo ended up being appointed the 6th fraud Kage.
And he's a fraud because he never does anything Hokage like.
Yes, I'm going to continue to call him the fraud Kage because I refuse to acknowledge this nigga
Doesn't deserve it.
as a Hokage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached my final receipt of why I hate this nigga
And why he's proved to be a fraud and why he's a coward.
and why this man is the biggest fraud in the history of the Hidden Leaf.
Doesn't even have good doesn't even have good ninjutsu, mind you.
9, the Izanagi Merchant. This nigga can't fight for shit without spamming Izanagi. I swear to you, this motherfucker died 11 times fighting Sasuke. 11 times, my nigga! Now, how we even got here was just ridiculous. Because before this, Danzo's fraud ass was about to be exposed for trying to use Koro Masakami at the 5 Kage Summit because he was trying to become the leader of the allied shinobi forces. But when Sasuke pulled up, this old, scary ass bitch ducked the smoke immediately and ran off because he knew he was gonna get.
What's funny is the reason he starts getting revealed is Unfortunately for him, someone else did something similar, except for they weren't evil about it. They killed a rival spy, and knowing about the Kekkei of the eye was like, well, this would help my job a lot. He's already dead. I'll take his eye. But he never goes off and kills a whole clan for more eyes. He's one eye because it was a rival ninja at the time. Notice that he never takes another eye, and he doesn't really use the eye except for to defend his leader. But unfortunately for Danzo, that eye is a Byakugan. And what does a Byakugan do? It shows all of your circuits and special characteristics of your chakra. So it sees all the eyes. The coat, I believe, somehow hides all the other eyes. But it sees the one right in front of his face.
Belt to ass by Sasuke. So when Sasuke was finally able to confront him and Danzo had nowhere else to run, it was finally time for this fraud to be exposed. So he pulls out that nasty ass grotesque Sharingan loaded arm with Hashirama cells and tells Sasuke, I will be adding your Sharingan to my collection next. Daddy Uchiha some bitch. So Danzo runs up to Sasuke and swings at him with no hesitation. Sasuke blocks his attack with his Susanoo and just stares into this old man's soul. And look at his face, bro. He knows he done f***ed up. He knows his old wrinkly ass is about to get cooked by a 15-year-old. So Sasuke snatches this old nigga and just starts squeezing the last bit of life he got left in him. And he straight up asks Danzo, why did you do it? Why did you make my brother kill my entire clan and ruin my whole fucking life? And Danzo doesn't even want to answer the question. He just starts telling Sasuke, that damn red-eyed thug was a rat, spilling the damn leaf secrets. That's why you can never trust the dirty Uchiha.
He doesn't even defend himself. He's just like, oh, your brother's dirty, like, coward traitor. He revealed my plans.
Ah, you're Satan spawn, you hear me? So Sasuke had enough of Danzo's bullshit and just decided to crush him, leading to his first death. Now Danzo basically has 10 lives, because he got 10 Sharingans in that nasty ass arm, and they all got Izanagi. So basically the nigga can respawn 10 times. So Danzo decides to respawn right behind Sasuke, and he ends up doing one of the dumbest moves in the entire series. He tried to stab a Susanoo with a kunai.
Like, tell me you haven't been in, you never studied the people you killed at all without telling me, oh, let's use a kunai against one of the strongest forms of chakra armor. That's smart. Oh, you're serious?
You serious?
Nigga, what made you think that was gonna work? And then he really talking like he analytical, like, as expected. Susanoo, just the thing to protect yourself. So Sasuke squashes Danzo again, and that is another death. This nigga has been one-shotted twice. He sucks. Nigga has 10 Sharingans and Hashirama cells in his ass. You can't get any more carries.
You have some of the strongest chakra helping you, and you still can't win.
This? How the f are you losing? Nigga got level 99 stats in his ass. So Danzo responds again, just for Sasuke to casually fly up and use Amaterasu, incinerating this old bastard to death and killing this bum-ass nigga a third time. So Danzo responds again and starts blowing his nasty ass halitosis breath all over the place, just spreading his nasty ass breath across the battlefield. So Sasuke ends up getting in close, but Danzo ends up choking him. But Sasuke sends a shuriken at his arm and splits Danzo right down the middle, cutting off his arm and killing him for a fourth time. So Danzo ends up respawning again. And look at him trying to look all cool and shit. Nigga think he ore farming, when in reality, his sorry ass is gaining negative ore every time he's dying. So while Danzo was just standing up there looking like a doofus, Sasuke decided to show him what an actual ore farmer looks like. So he uses a genjutsu And when Danzo turns around, he sees Itachi just staring in his soul. And his old ass looking like, no, this can't be. You dirty Uchiha, you're supposed to be dead. So Itachi ends up using the Matarasu on Danzo. But Danzo, actually being smart for once, figured out that this was a genjutsu. So when Sasuke came up behind him to try to stab him, he ended up stopping because Danzo put a curse mark on him all the way back when he was choking him. So Sasuke was paralyzed. He couldn't move. So Karin tried to come up and save him. I don't even know why she tried, but Danzo just kicked her sorry ass to the side. So Danzo
She's not a good ninja, to be fair.
actually could have ended this fight right here, but he decided to be a dumbass and start gloating and start saying how trash the Uchiha clan was and how saving Sasuke was Itachi's biggest mistake. So this ended up pissing Sasuke off. So he ends up breaking out of the jutsu and blasting Danzo off of him. And Danzo ended up blowing his best chance at winning this fight, because from here on out, it was a belt to ass. Sasuke ends up sniping Danzo with a Susanoo arrow and booms him for a 5th time. So he respawns.
I'm sorry I'm being quiet here. This is cathartic. Best part of the Naruto series.
Again, he just decides
It feels
to
like
rush him
comeuppance
head
for the
on
worst
just to
character in
get
the anime.
Again, this nigga is trash. His KD ratio is in the dirt. Bro is 0-for-6. So then Danzo decides to use a summoning jutsu. So he brings out this big ass elephant tiger hybrid, and it just basically turns into a vacuum. So while this was distracting Sasuke,
Which is supposedly supposed to be the dream demon that eats, I think it's children's dreams or somewhat, which is very apt for this character, let's be honest.
Danzo came behind him and tried to sneak him, but
It means basically he took him to church, or he basically ran him ragged. Basically, he didn't stop killing him until it was done.
Sasuke uses a fireball jutsu at the Baku, then he turns around
Which, yeah, Baku is the Dream Eater.
and just rocks Danzo, sending him flying and booming him again. So Danzo respawns again, just for Sasuke to come down and flatten him into the ground, booming him again. Nigga is so trash, he's getting spawn camped at this point. Look, he respawns again, just to take 3 shuriken to the chest and respawn again. So Danzo had 1 Sharingan left. So he decided to put all of his remaining power into this chakra blade. So Danzo runs up to Sasuke just to get stabbed again. And just like that, Danzo just wasted all of his Sharingan. This fraud couldn't get the job done.
Notice that all the other Hokage, yeah, they maybe died, but it was 1, they were really old, and 2, they take quite a lot of very strong ninja with them.
With 10 Sharingans, wood style,
Or
and
died in old age.
Hashirama cells. This nigga is trash. So Danzo ends up falling to his knees, and this nigga knows it's over. His pathetic ass tried to get up just to fall down face first. He was done, cooked. So Danzo, being desperate, decided to use one last trick up his sleeve. He ends up grabbing Karin and using her as a hostage. So Danzo had to be thinking, since I got his girl, I should be able to negotiate.
Unfortunately for him, Kiara
Ain't
can't
no way in hell
die.
He gonna hurt her, right?
She's an Uzumaki.
Sasuke booms both of them through the chest.
Uzumaki's can heal. She can heal because of how her Kekkaigen guy works.
Bro,
And she can
his
heal
face.
herself by
This
getting
man
blood.
was deranged. He was out for blood. He didn't give a fuck. He straight up told Shorty, since you managed to get taken hostage, you're nothing but a burden to me. So when Shorty fell over, Danzo knew it was over. We end up getting one of the most satisfying scenes in the entire series, as we get to watch this loser, this fraud, this war criminal run away.
Struggle to run,
like
mind
a
you. He's not
bitch.
even trying to run. Like, can't even run.
Cause he knows it's over.
No, it's her specific Kekkei Genkai Sentry. Hers, I think even his mother's, they could potentially heal themselves by getting blood. Like their 2 traits are they have almost limitless chakra. Like they have a bigger pool than most normal people do. Like they're just born with it. really. And they can heal themselves if they get blood. It's not a guaranteed thing, and it's not a, like, back from the dead kind of thing.
Does Danzo end up Danzo?
Oh, yes, he does.
So then Obito came down, and Danzo was surrounded by the final 2 members of the clan that he destroyed. This was all of Danzo's sins coming back to bite him in the ass. Poetic justice. So
Poetic
Danzo
justice
in
at
his
its
final
finest.
moments decided, if I'm going out, I'm taking you damn Uchiha with me. So he uses a reverse tetragram sealing jutsu and ends up blowing himself sky high. But even after using that jutsu, Danzo bricked, and he failed at taking them out with him. And Danzo, the evilest nigga in Naruto, the most pathetic old piece of shit, died a fucking failure and will be remembered as Konoha's biggest fraud.
Biggest fraud. And I'm so glad people started listening. Thank you, CJ. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful time. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe to CJ. He's amazing.
As I
Me too,
walk
if you
through
feel
the
like
valley
it.
of the shadow of death.
Oh, hush. What was I again? Oh, yeah. Subscribe to me as well if you liked it. Not that I care. Go away. Frick you. But anyways, smoke. Bye.